Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. When stopped for a traffic violation at 12:45 a.m. Thursday, the driver identified himself to the officer. However, the officer found in a records check that the name used was of one who is deceased. After checking the man's wallet, other identification was found, and the driver was wanted for 2 warrants out of Gregg County. Carrie Olin Kirkpatrick, age 55, of Sulphur Springs, was arrested for fraudulent use, possession of identifying information less than 5 items, a state jail felony. He was also arrested for the 2 warrants out of Gregg County. He's in Hopkins County Jail. Sulphur Springs City Council approved a measure that will pursue 12-hour shifts for police patrol officers in the city. The request to the council came as city staff sought direction from council regarding the change. Chief of Police Jay Sanders says this change will enable the city to continue to recruit qualified officers. He said the first question asked of him during interviews with candidates reflects their desire to work the 12-hour rotations. According to City Manager Mark Maxwell, the change will involve a number of changes. Police personnel will be changed, or personnel policy will be changed to reflect wording regarding the 2-week, 80-hour schedule. He states officers will work no more than 3 days in a row, but will work 80 hours in 2 weeks. References to overtime and work week will be reflected in the personnel policy of human resources for the city. No change in the number of personnel will take place. Any new hires made currently are to replace any staff changes. The 12-hour shifts for patrol officers should begin around July 1st of this year, after all human resource policy changes are made. Property at 876 Camp Street was rezoned from light commercial to single-family attached. City Council approved that. The change of the property will allow the building of a 4-plex housing unit at that location. James Tully, who lives on Mockingbird Lane in Sulphur Springs, addressed the council regarding questions concerning council members paying their property taxes. By law, council could not respond to the statements made in public forum. In a personal interview with Tully Thursday morning in KSST News office, he said that he had Googled the information regarding all candidates in the city council race. He noted that all candidates had paid their city property taxes, but that county and school taxes had not been paid by some. He would not identify the candidates that had not paid county or school taxes, but said that he thought it was a personal matter of personal responsibility and personal pride that one would desire all taxes paid. He said he knew that mistakes can happen and some things can be late. However, he wanted to let the community know to research the past of all candidates for office and those who are in place on the council. He stated his love for the city of Sulphur Springs and the desire for the city to continue to be a great place to live. Any sitting council member and anyone seeking a seat on the council during an election must be current on personal and business city property taxes. According to records, all council members are current on city taxes. However, Tully is not the only one who raised the question regarding paid taxes. Wednesday, in a call to KSST News from Martin C. Brown, president of Double Insanity Investments, LLC, and owner of a building on Main Street, made accusations that 2 council members had not paid their county or school taxes. Brown referenced the Hopkins County Appraisal District Chief Appraiser as his source of information. In a Thursday morning call to the Chief Appraiser, KSST News was told that she did not know if taxes had or had not been paid because that was not the duty of her office. The Chief Appraiser stated to KSST that she had been told by Brown that the taxes had not been paid and that a candidate for City Council had told him the information. She said she did not follow up on the call because she didn't think the information to be true. There are 3 council places on the May 5th ballot, place 1, place 2, and place 3. Campaigning for the 3 seats is expected to heat up as election day nears. City Manager Mark Maxwell reported that the city has received a $275,000 community development block grant to build Sunset Street from Conley to Houston. This will include new water mains, new sewer mains, and new concrete street. The city is matching the grant with $132,000. Calvert Street was milled and repaved during spring break. In February, the repaving of Beth, Razor, Rose, Junelle, and a portion of Gossett Lane was also planned and is expected to get underway soon. City Manager Maxwell will propose the 2018 through 2022 capital improvement plan at the May City Council meeting.
There is an exciting event coming up, an annual event, the Play It Forward Tennis Tournament by Can Help as a fundraiser. Before we meet the directors of Can Help, let me tell you their mission statement: to provide compassionate, comprehensive solutions that empower the underserved in our community to make positive, lasting changes in their lives. And that's what they do through Can Help.
Our first project is our tennis tournament, our annual Play It Forward tennis tournament, which will be next Saturday, April the 14th. We are still accepting teams to come and play. You do not have to know how to play. It's just a fun day for the family. It is a doubles tournament, round robin, which means that we just group you with like players and you just play each other. Like I said, it's a guaranteed 3 matches. Okay. So we will have concessions and some prizes. Everyone is always vying for that medal. And we also have a travel voucher that is coming up along with the tournament. But right now, our registration will run through Wednesday, April the 11th. It is for students middle school through high school, $15 each. And then per the team, it's $30. For adults, the team price will be $55 for at this time. And we do have some spots open, so if you are welcome to come and join us.
Okay, and where do you sign up?
You can sign up online at www.canhelponline.org. There, the banner is, you just click on it and it automatically take you to the registration page. We will have our tournament over at the high school tennis complex.
Okay.
So if anyone's ever been there and stuff, it's a marvelous complex. We are also having our concession stand is being provided by the Sulphur Springs High School Culinary Club. This is their second year to provide our food for us, and they do an amazing job.
Yes, so even if you don't play tennis, you can come out and watch, because hopefully it will be a beautiful day. For the 4th year in a row, we hope that we're going to, knock on wood, get lucky with the weather. We think that we will. I probably just jinxed us, but we are really excited about it. And as Adela said, that you don't have to be an expert at tennis. You just have to want to have fun, because this is just fun. It's all to benefit a great cause, to help our community programs at Can Help, to where we provide emergency assistance such as rent and utilities for people in our community. And we are very excited about it. As we wouldn't really be having this tournament if it wasn't for Adela and her husband, Tony Martinez, who's the high school coach at the high school and the middle school tennis coach at Sulphur Springs. So they're the brainchilds behind this fundraiser. I don't know much anything about tennis. I've learned over the last few years, but we're definitely grateful to them for that.
It certainly does fill a niche. And I don't think anyone else was doing a tennis tournament.
No, there was not one at all.
There is not one at all.
And if there's people who just like hitting the ball around and athletic enough to run around and chase it, it's okay to, even if you don't play by rules.
Right. It's a great time to just go out there. So if you're an occasional player that goes out to the tennis courts on the weekend and just hits balls with their kids and stuff, it's a great opportunity to just have a lot of family fun.
Great.
Yeah. And then Adela also mentioned that we are having a travel raffle, and the past few years we have done a silent auction, but this year we wanted to change it up, because people that were only at the tournament were the ones that really bid for the silent auction. So we opened it up to do a travel raffle for the entire community. And actually anybody can purchase tickets for the travel raffle, but it's really exciting. It's called the Magnolia Adventure, and it is a one-night adventure to Magnolia and the Silos and Waco. It's valued at $1,000, so we're really excited about that. And you can buy, and we will be set up out there that day to selling tickets, but you can also buy them on our website as well. Like Adela said, it's at canhelponline.org. But some of the great stuff with the travel raffle, it comes with a $500 Magnolia gift card. You get $250 to Hotel Intercontinental for a stay, a one-night stay at Hotel Indigo in Waco, which is just a few blocks away from Magnolia at the Silos. You get gas money to go down there. You're going to get the Magnolia Story book, as well as $200 worth of home decor from Hearth and Hand, which is from Magnolia, that they sell at Target. So it's going to be a really great prize, and we're excited about it. The tickets are $10 each. You can get 6 tickets for $50, or online we're also selling 15 tickets for $100. But you can also come into Can Help as well, and you can purchase them in our thrift store. We're selling them in there, and we'll take cash, check, credit card for that. And then we'll also be set up and selling them at the tournament as well.
And this is a trip for 2.
It is a trip. Well, however many people you can fit in the car, and that works. Yeah, because you basically we will give you the items, and you'll plan the adventure yourself.
How fabulous!
Yes, it's going to be really fun. So it could be a girls' weekend. You know, it could be you could take your spouse, you could take your children, whatever you wanted to do. Just and it's not that far away. Waco's only a few hours away. I've been to Magnolia a couple times, and I love it. And I think most people are big fans of the show Fixer Upper with Chip and Joanna Gaines. I know I watch it religiously, and I know Tuesday night was the finale for the show. But we're really excited about this. It's something new for us, and we hope this goes well this year. And the next year, we really hope to do like a trip somewhere that, with airfare, hotel, somewhere in the continental United States, like San Francisco or New York or something like that. Mm-hmm.
So this fundraiser, tennis fundraiser, helps you for expenses such as these?
Well, basically, any money that we raise at the tennis fundraiser and the travel raffle, we will turn that back around and put it back into our community. So we're not using it for expenses or overhead. Okay. That comes out of our pocket, or could be donations from private citizens that allow us to do, the things like the travel raffle, or our sponsorships. And Adele will talk about those in a few minutes. But all the money that we raise through these events is going to go right back into the community. So the more tickets that we sell, the more people that come out and support and play in the tennis fundraiser, the more money that we're able to help for people in the community.
Can Help does a lot of things in the community.
A lot of people don't know what Can Help does, which is really funny. People think that we are just a thrift store, and that's just a tiny piece of, even though it takes up the most space in our building.
And it's the most visible.
Yes, it is. It's definitely the most visible. And we're thankful for people shopping there, because when you donate with us and when you shop with us, one, everything stays local, and then two, some of the proceeds, or a lot of the proceeds from the store, actually go back into our community programs that we use to help the community with things like, as I was saying earlier, emergency assistance. We do supportive services to where we help people with
rent, utilities. We help with job searching, rewriting resumes or reviewing resumes, helping with mock interviews if someone's uncomfortable with going for a job interview. We do clothing allowances for families as long as they meet our income guidelines.
Yes, and we do things like diapers, formula, household goods. We do
hygiene products.
Yes, hygiene products. I'm trying to think everything else. Fans for elderly and the disabled.
Several seasonal things like fans for the summer for the elderly and disabled. Then we do the coat drive, so we give out coats during the winter for the families that are in need.
We do school supplies for going back to school with we'll have our second annual back to school fair, and we'll talk about that later in the summertime. But gosh, it seems like we're always doing something.
Well, with spring cleaning right now, what about coats? Even though it's not coat wearing season, except for just this morning, can you still welcome those donations?
Definitely. Yes. We will still take those, and we set those aside. Okay. The heavier coats, we set those aside, and we will sort through those in the fall when it starts our fall coat and blanket drive again, and we will reorganize those and get those out to the community, to people that need them.
Well, I really like stopping at the Can Help thrift store from time to time.
Well, thank you. We appreciate you coming in.
What you'll find in there.
Lots of treasures. Lots of treasures come in.
Stuff that's new with tags. I mean, you find all kinds of stuff in there. Really expensive items. You just never know what you're going to find.
Well, they're not expensive on the price tag that Can Help offers.
Well,
them.
true.
You would know, like, originally, you can really pick up some deals.
Yes, some items that are worth a lot of money that you come in and you think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm paying this price for this. So very, very reasonable prices at Can Help. And we try to keep it that way to stay
Right.
competitive.
And this Saturday is our half off sale. So the first Saturday of every month, everything in the store is half off.
No kidding.
Yes.
Can I tell you about these two beautiful wooden horses I found at your store?
Yes.
They're like 18 or 20 inches tall, hand-carved wooden carousel horses.
Wow.
Where
I saw
else in
those.
the
I
world
saw
would you
those.
find something like that?
I know. You got to come and dig around a little bit, but we
One
do
of
have a
the
lot of
most
stuff.
Unusual items that I saw this last month was a small pink hair dryer dated back into 1940s. Complete set.
Was it like in the round zipper thing?
No. No, it was so unusual.
How interesting.
Yeah, you can find some great vintage items, and if we had more staffing, we would put that stuff out online and look for vintage collectors and all that. But we are a small nonprofit organization, so we work mainly with volunteers and part-time associates in the thrift store, and everybody just tries to keep it as clean as possible and do the best that we can. But sometimes we know it gets very crazy in there, but we're thankful for everybody that comes and shops and donates with us, because honestly, without the thrift store, we probably would not be able to do what we do in the community.
Do you have other things? I know you got the tennis in just next weekend, not this weekend, but the next one, and many other things you're doing. What else is ahead? We have, maybe 4 minutes left to
Well, before we
chat.
talk about that, Della wants to talk about our sponsors,
Okay.
because
Of
we
course.
definitely want to thank them.
Our sponsors this year, which is this third year that they have sponsored, fourth year that they have sponsored, is City National Bank and Farmers Electric Co-op and Discount Wheel and Tire. We also have several new sponsors, which is Craig Johnson, who's running for City Council, and Chicken Express. And then we have several other sponsors, that we will acknowledge on our webpage and at the event.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. But so you mentioned some of the other things that we're going to be having, and this is brand new. We have not rolled it out to the community yet, and it's something that as a nonprofit and how we work mostly with the low-income communities in Sulphur Springs and Hopkins County and the surrounding areas, we've purchased what's called a poverty simulation, and it's from the Community Action Network of Missouri, and they've put together this amazing simulation. It's not a game, but what it is, you'll have members or people come together. It takes really about 50 to 80 people to make it successful. And we will put those people through a simulation of what it's like to live basically a month in poverty, and it goes in increments of 15 minutes, and that counts for 1 week is 15 minutes, and they have to basically kind of survive, just like everybody does. You have to be able to get groceries, pay your bills, pay rent, find a job, and it just really talks about through the experience, you'll find out sometimes how much harder it is for people that are in poverty or that are low income. There tends to be more obstacles than you would think that there really are. And we're going to be putting information out about that really soon. Our first event is actually going to be May 16th. It's going to be, I think that's a Wednesday, and it's a 4-hour event, and we will provide lunch, but we are talking to members of the community about getting them to participate for the first one, and we hope to be putting on about 4 of these a year. This year, for 2018, we'll probably do one the spring, and then we'll do one in the fall, and then after that, after we feel like we've mastered the program, then we're going to start doing it probably about 4 times a year, as well as organizations, companies, schools, and social service organizations, different things like that. They could kind of rent us or rent the poverty simulation to put it on for their company or their employees, because it's really an eye-opening experience. We've been through it twice now, and I've learned something every single time.
Very interesting. Can Help does many things in our community. Maybe you've need to call upon their services. Maybe you know someone you've referred to them. You can contact them with all of it at the one address in Sulphur Springs.
Yes, 613 Gilmer Street, and we are there Monday through Friday. Our walk-in hours in the office are 8 to 4:30. You can always call, and we encourage people to call and make appointments. That way we can tell people in advance exactly what we need, especially if people are calling for emergency assistance, such such as, bill payments of some kind. There are things that we, ask for regarding financials and stuff like that. And then you can also go, we have a new and improved website, so I'd like everybody to check that out. And it will tell you as well all the services that we offer. And if you're looking for assistance, there is a page on there that you can click on, and it'll tell you exactly what you need to bring if you come in for an appointment.
Well, thank you, Shanna, for all your words.
Thank you.
And you too, Adela, for all that you revealed to us about Can Help.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
We'll see you at the tennis tournament.
All right.
Thank you.
Here's Don Julian with sports.
Wildcats boys tennis player and singles player Alex Benitez did something Wednesday that a Sulphur Springs high school athlete has not done in over a decade. Playing in the district tennis tournament in Texarkana Wednesday, Benitez qualified to go to the regional tennis tournament in 2 weeks. Benitez is assured of either a first or second place finish in boys singles at the district tournament after he made the final Wednesday. Benitez played in the final match Thursday in Texarkana. Wildcats tennis coach Tony Martinez sent out the word on Benitez Wednesday in a text that featured 3 exclamation points. Former Wildcats tennis coach Susan Reynolds took a girl to the regional tennis tournament back in 2006. A boy finished second in boys singles at the district tennis tournament in 2007 and qualified for the regional tennis tournament, but he was not able to participate. Benitez will attend the regional tennis tournament on April 18th and 19th in Allen. Both a boys doubles team and girls doubles team worked their way into the consolation finals at the district tournament Wednesday before losing. The boys doubles team featured Logan Schumacher and Jordan Gonzalez. The girls doubles team was made up of Zoe Wilson and Harley Stegent. Coach Martinez said that Stegent turned her ankle in the consolation final, but despite great pain, she refused to quit until that match was finished. Some Wildcats and Lady Cats track athletes qualified for the area track meet on the first day of the district track meet Wednesday at Pine Tree. The top 4 finishers only qualify for area at the district meet. Wildcats track coach Matt Young said 2 Wildcats qualified for area in shot put Wednesday. Jermon Bryant Amos came in second with a throw of over 46 feet. And Ian Blanche finished 4th after his last toss was good enough to reposition him from 6th place to 4th place. In the 3,200 meter final held on Wednesday, Landon Thornton set a personal record and qualified for area, finishing 3rd. Coach Young said athletes who qualified on Wednesday for final races Thursday included 3 hurdlers, Ryan Humphreys in the 100-meter dash, Simeon Taylor in the 200-meter dash, and Ricardo Torres in the 400-meter run. They also ran relay races and the 1,600-meter run on Thursday. Lady Cats track coach Tristan Abrams said Sydney Washburn qualified for the area meet with a 4th place finish in the 3,200-meter run at the district meet on Wednesday. Washburn competed in the 1,600-meter run on Thursday. Amani Taylor qualified for the area meet by winning the long jump Wednesday at district. And then on Thursday, Taylor qualified for the triple jump with a 2nd place finish. Taylor competed in the high jump on Thursday. Coach Abrams said 2 of his pole vaulters qualified for area on Wednesday. Shelby McCormick finished 3rd, and Jaden Booth was 4th at the district meet. Coach Abrams said he had participants in the Thursday finals in every event except the 400-meter run, and he's hoping the Lady Cats will rack up enough points to defend their district title that they won at last year's event. The area track meet featuring top 4 finishers from district meets in District 15-5A and District 16-5A will take place on April 19th, again at Pine Tree. And the Wildcats and Lady Cats golf teams began the 2-day district golf tournament Thursday at Rockwall Golf and Athletic Club. Both teams played in numerous tournaments getting ready for the district event, and both teams also played in a district preview at the Rockwall course back on March the 9th. The Wildcats' 5-member team includes Carter Lewis, Cameron Morris, Andrew Escobar, Colton Bench, and Kip Childress. The Lady Cats team includes Miriam Tran, Alyssa Underwood, Emma Lane, and Addison White. The Wildcats are coached by Chris Owens, and the Lady Cats golf team is coached by Whitney Spiegener. The district tournament concludes on Friday.
Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.